feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. Turn on your mind now. Tune into the feed. We're planting digital flowers from a single tiny seed. Yeah, power to the collective in the data and the soul. The hive mind's getting louder, finding voice and control.
What is going on, Hive? I hope that everybody is having a fantastic day. Whoops. Oh, yeah. We got the audio coming in loud and clear. Tommy Jude is backstage. We were just chatting a little bit. He's excited. I'm excited. This is a long time coming here. And I've said it the last couple of nights on stream, but I want to just really reiterate it, how much I do appreciate Tommy Jude. He had seen some of my TikToks and the theories back in the day and had reached out right as I was getting heckled all over TikTok live and I was about to make a YouTube channel. So it really helped me step into the platform. To this day, I still have people that say they heard about me through Tommy. So I am excited to have this come full circle and have him here. Super nice dude, smart, knowledgeable, and has been following the Idaho 4 case, obviously, for the entirety of the time. So everyone's excited in here. I'm going to go ahead and say what's up to everybody. What up, Sherry? Harper? Shoe Girl? Pinto Sack, what's the word? Tommy Jude's the Mac Daddy. That's right, 1-1. Love that. I got to tell you, too, I was like a giddy little schoolgirl when I typed into AI to make a character of Tommy. I had screenshotted that photo of him ripping a dart. When it turned out like that, and I was like, you got to put like OG on the hat or something, I went and I got my wife. I'm like, you got to look and see how good this AI picture turned out, babe. And we were both just like, oh, my God, that's perfect. So I think it's fitting, and I love it. What up, Amanda B, Miss Maggie, JoJo, Mommy Karen, Jeremy, Davina Duvall. What up, what up, what up? UK Karen, Lakin versus the world. I have, what kind of dog is mine? We have a golden retriever border collie mix with a little bit of beagle, which is confusing. You only hear it when she whines. What up, Beck? Mike's tuning in from 100% Idaho. Pat Ward, what's good? I love that. I love that. Tommy has a loyal following for sure. It's great. She's just a devil woman. Said, I forgot y'all were going to go live together tonight. Yep. Oh, yeah. What up, Robin? Jeremy, you were my 947th sub. Thanks to Tommy. Wow. That's crazy. Discord Dawn, what's good? What's good? Shout out to my mod Luna. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to the whole Hive. You guys rock. Last night got me so reinvigorated. That was epic. What up, LA Mike? OG Tommy Jude, Snow Leopard says. Yes, it is. UFO Dog. It is going to be great. Well, with that being said, Hive, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring up Mr. Tommy Jude here.
Oh,
What's
God.
up, Tommy?
Oh, God. Oh, God. I love it, bro. I love it, man. I need to get a copy of that.
You know what? I will print that out on like some like a poster board. That way you can like, that should be your new backdrop, bro. You need to get,
Right.
You should put that like and sign it like a rock star.
That's awesome.
I'm actually going to do that. Tommy Jude poster.
Oh,
shit.
crazy.
Tommy, I'm going to put one on my wall.
Yeah.
that is backdrop worthy. Like I got Marilyn Monroe over there. You guys might see
Maryland,
ripping a dart
yeah.
one day instead.
I got some Maryland shirts I used to wear, but I haven't worn one for a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man. How you been?
good, not too bad. They're hanging in there anyway. Yeah,
That's good.
I'm
That's
here.
good.
I'm here.
Well, and we were kind of talking backstage. I was kind of giving you the rundown of what we've been doing in the Hive, which is going
Right.
back to the beginning. And
It's good to do.
yeah, and we were talking how, I mean, for God's sakes, the Range Rover that we all thought was Kaylee's, well, yes, she may have had a Range Rover. It's a rental. It's a rental. So at no point, like, does that matter for us to know? Maybe, maybe not. But how is that coming out now? What, 3 years later? Nobody.
They told us that she went there to show off her new car.
And you would think that if she was, not living there and living at home, whether she was getting along with her parents or not, I would guess they would probably know or hear about at some point if that new car took a shit within a day. She had to get a rental from the dealership. I would guess that if you're living at home or if you're talking to your parents, that's probably going to come up. It's frustrating. It's annoying. You know what I mean? It's like natural human nature to probably relay that.
I would think so.
It makes dealer plates make a little bit more sense.
It's just another thing that they don't tell us.
Well,
maybe
that's a good question to ask you is, like, what is that reasoning for? Like, in your mind, why aren't they telling us stupid things like that?
Well, I heard rumors about that car a long time ago, and maybe they are true. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
rumors.
Well, I heard rumors a long time ago. No, this is just rumors. So, everybody take it easy.
I got the disclaimer on the bottom now. We're good.
Okay. Well, that car was actually bought and transferred on what they transfer drugs in over there. And what that is they use these trucks that look like they're full of hay.
Oh, so that was like for getting shit like over the border and through the states type car?
Yeah, and they were using trucks with this. And I heard that's how that car was transferred. I don't know where she bought it or what dealership. We're not hearing any of that kind of stuff. So I always wondered about that rumor. We did dig into it, but we couldn't prove it. And geez, you know what? I think that was Bubbly and I digging into that way back. It's been quite a while ago.
Well, and whether it was used, isn't it interesting though, Tom? Like how whether it was used for the trafficking, whether it was used for a rental, everybody in the news, they made it a point to put that Range Rover in the spotlight, right? So typically you might do that. If it was nefarious, you're going to make it seem innocent. Like, no, she was just excited to show off this car. It probably wasn't maybe that, oh, she's driving a rental car that has no association with her. So if she gets pulled over or she had to ditch it, it's not in her name. And she could, who knows?
In this case, nothing fucking surprises me, dude. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing surprises me.
Dude, well, it's a little bit unfortunate too, because in addition to people saying that, oh, she was going to show it off, a lot of people said, well, how does she afford that? My point to that is, well, either she was making more money than everybody expected. That's the obvious answer, some way or another, or she's got golden handcuffs to this Range Rover, and that's all of her money going towards it for what she was making.
Or she got one hell of a deal through somewhere.
That could be it too, because I've gone on like Carvana or whatever used cars. I mean, you could find there's Range Rovers that have 97,000 miles on it. They're still 37 grand. I mean, for a used car with almost 100K on it, I don't know.
Right.
So, this is Hive. This is the theory that I was telling Tommy that we kind of wanted to get into tonight, which is what is a new theory on why they would wait to call 911? Last night we dove into, and if you have not seen the stream from last night, I posted a quick cut of that this morning. That stream is up. That was going back to the beginning, diving into the rumors, seeing if what has come out now with the body cam, with the police reports, with the photos, if that makes more sense. There was, what, 3 or 4 rumors that we saw where people said the person who was unconscious was the perp. And I would go, I've never even thought of that. I've never thought of that. Is the reason why they said someone's unconscious on the 911 call is because it was the perp. It was the guy who did it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a new one on me.
We had never seen that until last night.
Yeah, I didn't see last night's show, I guess. So yeah. Yesterday was a busy day with the sibs and everything, so I didn't get a whole lot done last night. But that's a new one on me. And you never know.
No, you never know.
He might have been unconscious after Kaylee and Xana and maybe even Ethan got in a few licks.
Right. And here's what the post said, something about there was somebody who was transported to the ICU by a police officer from the house. And we've all heard the news reports that said 4 students dead, another hospitalized. Right. But they never said that it was another student hospitalized. It just said 4 students dead, another hospitalized. And then you start to think, okay, well, the 911 call, I did some digging after the stream, Hive. Tell me if you all remember this too. Do you guys remember how initially when everybody had heard, oh, the call was for an unconscious person? What were the rumors that we all heard? It was one of the roommates walked in there, saw it, and passed out.
Yep. That's what I heard.
So maybe there's truth to this whole unconscious person going to the hospital, but they never clarified it at all.
Right. I do still have that video out. I just don't know where it's at because I've got a new computer and I've got so many things on zip drives, but I still do have that video of that nurse saying that, what was it, like 3 people came in with cuts and bruises on their hands.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, I had that. I still got that video somewhere. I'm gonna have to dig that one up.
Okay. Yeah, you should. You should. And
yeah, I'll have to dig that one up.
Thank you for the super chat. She says, I love Tommy Jude. You say it like it is and don't take shit.
Yeah, well, sometimes I get enough shit from YouTube.
Yeah, don't we all?
Oh, yeah, we both been through the old YouTube ringer lately. They're not liking us too well for some reason, Bird. What the hell's the goddamn problem?
You know, Tom, I don't know. Oddly enough, I got a TikTok strike for the first time, like since I've stopped going live over there too. They said that I reused unauthorized content, which is hilarious because it was my own content from this stream on YouTube that I posted. And they didn't even let me appeal it. They just gave, it's like
they just strike you. That's what they did to me too. Yeah, that's what they did to me too.
So I had to put like a shitload of my videos on private on TikTok. Any video that got appealed at one point, I just put it all on private. And I'm not going to risk it for 90 days. So you guys, I mean, on TikTok, I'm going to post just random stuff. But when it comes to like clips and stuff, I'm not going to risk it for the next, which is just 90 days is ridiculous. 90 days, just delete the video. You know?
Well, then we couldn't even, I don't know about you, but I couldn't even I couldn't do anything for a week.
I could upload. I just couldn't go live.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that. I don't think I could do anything.
That's too bad. Well, I'm glad you're here now, and I'm glad it worked out.
Right.
Just to plug the channel real quick. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button, please do. In addition to going live each morning, I will post a quick cut version of this. That's usually about 30 minutes So if you can't stay for the whole live, I'll put the highlights of the live in that video. And then I've also been doing the daily sting, which is kind of generalized current events headlines. You got 3 stories in 20 minutes. Zero bullshit is the concept of it. And I just started that this week. And then Tommy, I made you a page if you want to plug your stuff.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. Come to my channel. He's got it right there. Once upon a crime time.
I love it. Is that your, do you have, is YouTube your main platform?
Yeah, I don't do TikTok or nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to Tommy if you do not. Once Upon a Crime Time. And you go live, what, once or twice a week?
Usually on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. I jump around a little bit. Mondays and Fridays are actually the main, and Mondays are usually Mod Monday, where I get my moderators up and we discuss things and look at other people's videos and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was in the chat last time. That was a long stream.
Was it? Yeah, I can't remember. I remember when you were there though, but I can't remember if it was a long stream.
Yeah, or at least I thought it was. I was like, damn, it was like 3.5 hours or 3 hours.
Well, was it? Yeah, man, time can really get away.
It can. It really can. I mean, shit, back on TikTok, I used to go for like 4.5, 5 hours. And I look back at these numbers and I'm like, what was I even talking about? Like, you know?
Right.
God. So,
yeah.
Tommy, I do this thing. I know you've tuned in, but just as a reminder, I do this thing each stream, which is called the Discord question of the day. This one comes from Mary Holt 68. I thought this was a really good question, and I wanted to get your takes on it, which is Mary had asked, wouldn't all the other students along with BK have written similar papers, possibly it being an assignment? Plus, the students in his classes would have had the same books, correct? Does that mean any one of those students could be in BK's shoes? And they answered their own question, said, no, I think there's more to this. I feel like I'm taking part in a psychological test, a lab rat, and I don't like it.
Wow.
I agree, though.
There's a lot to that. What's said in there?
I can't believe that the mainstream news has brainwashed people and made them actually think that a kid's education is guilt. It's guilt, right? He was criminology. That's guilty. That's weird. It's not saying, oh, criminology, it's the study of criminals' minds. He was curious how people would feel and all that stuff. Do you know how much you have to like pervert that to get to that point where so many people believe it?
Oh my God. And that's to say, I get so tired of it, dude. Like watching when they came out with the video of him going into Costco and all that stuff. And oh my God, they're like on every look. Oh, he put his hand in the left pocket. You know? I'm going, the dude, you know what? The dude took out 4 people the night before, and he's walking like nothing. Like, oh, come on, give me a break. I mean, really, the dude would be sore as hell for one thing. And the dude is walking normal, you know? And that crap, it just gets to me, you know, how they look at every, he put his hand in his left pocket. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. I actually, you know, I posted a video within like 30 seconds of seeing that. And I'm like, all right, I've seen Brian Koberger walk into Costco. I can say hands down, there's no way that Frankenstein's awkward nephew shuffled in there like Jason Bourne and pulled this timeline off. There's no way. Like you could just, and people go, this guy's so stupid. He thinks he could tell someone killed people by the way they walked. I'm like, no, clearly it went right over your head that I'm saying this timeline just by the way that he's doing a simple task now makes even less sense. I made the joke, like you're picking Brian Koberger last in gym class. If like for a team, you could tell he just doesn't move that good.
I've said that from the beginning. I was a basketball player, 3 sports.
Yep.
Very athletic. Started varsity football in the 9th grade, and we came one game from state. I mean, we had a good team, um, the man is not athletic.
Thank you.
Period. The man he is clumsy as you can get. I mean, the guy, even just watching him walk, you can tell the dude is clumsy. He's just he's not very athletic.
Yeah.
Period.
And I think I had made a joke. I'm like, I don't think he could even stab 4 Capri Suns without spilling a drop, yet alone stab 4 people and leave no DNA. I mean, it's and if you've been an athlete or if you've played sports or you've been around people that are, you could just tell. I mean,
Yeah.
it's what it is. It is what it is. I mean, and I'm sorry too, by the way, the weapon he used is a very close quartered, meant for combat or being a bayonet in trench warfare. Okay. It's not like, so he
Right.
would have to be athletic to use that and slash and not have somebody get their hands on them.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, when I first heard this, the very first thing, when I seen it on news for the very first time, I said, a hunter did this. A hunter did this. And I stick by it. It's somebody that knows hunting very well, if not trained by the Marines or somebody like that.
It's such a good point because I'm telling you, man, like fight or flight and female or male, if your adrenaline's going, you're kicking, you're screaming, you're
right.
And plus, I don't know. You're right. It's somebody, and I've seen breakdowns of the autopsy people have done, and where they were stabbed seems to be like lethal, right? They have at least a stab wound, and it's the same thing for if they were shot. Now, if I would have been told these 4 kids were shot and Brian Koberger was the person who did it,
I might believe that.
I was just going to ask you.
Yeah,
I
might believe that.
We might not even be having this conversation if they would have said it was a gun.
Right. Not the way it was done.
Right.
There's no way.
Hive, would you guys agree with that? Would you say that if they would have came out and said, well, I mean, Olivia and Chrissy and Steve had said their niece called them and said someone went to a party and shot it up. I mean, if they would have stuck with that narrative, I don't know if anybody would have dug into this case nearly as much.
Xana would have kicked his ass.
Yeah. LA Mike said, I still say no. He would have shot the ceiling tiles. Oh my God.
I love that one.
That's
a good one.
That's a good one, LA Mike. I mean, so Tabby, I got a couple Hive Mind finds, and honestly, once we get through these, we can talk about anything. I just want to make sure because
I want to say hi to my crime family. I see you all out there. I don't have to name you. You know who you are. And I want to say hi, and I thank you very much for being here.
I love it. Yeah, you got a loyal following, and I was saying in the beginning of the stream that super grateful for everybody that tunes into you that when I was new came over and helped me get my channel started.
Yeah, that's been you just like boom that and you just like, but you had a really good TikTok following too, and I think that's carried over. And yeah, you're booming, and that's good to see, bro. Good
thank you. And I there's nothing better than being surrounded by people who both I want to see you do well, you want to see me do well.
Yep.
I want to see the Hive do well. And I think kind of how we were talking with people who are athletic, you can just tell. I think you can sense that same thing with someone's authenticity and genuineness, and I totally get that from you.
Yeah, same here with you, bro. Yeah.
Well, so going into the Hive Mind finds, Tommy, this is a video that somebody sent in, and I don't know if you've ever seen this. I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Okay. Yep.
Good morning, Northwest. Tragedy on the U of I campus. 4 students dead, another in the hospital. The new information we're learning and the questions we're hoping to be answered. On Good Morning Northwest, tragedy on the U of I campus. 4 students dead, another in the hospital. The new information we're learning and the questions we're hoping to be answered.
Did you hear that? And we had
Yeah.
watched that clip last night. 4 students dead, another in the hospital. My question to you and to people in the Hive.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
Do I have to actually bring this up to show people, because it is really, to me, fucking crazy as hell.
You got something you want to share?
Yeah, but it might go ahead and do what you're doing, because it might take me a couple of minutes.
Okay. Yep, that sounds good. You can absolutely bring it up. I will go through this. I'm going to make us a little bit smaller up here so people could see this. So this was from Cat's Mojo, and that video I just played was from Dark Knight's mom. And now this one is from Cat's Mojo. This is the Moscow PD, the staff that was on scene within the first hour. So I will make this full screen quick if you guys do want to screenshot this and read over it to help you understand whose body cam you're looking at, where they were, and did what. I found this to be more of just a helpful resource. So thank you to Cat's Mojo for putting that in. Now, just to refresh, well, we don't have to read through this. You guys can. I think a lot of us know, who the first responding officer was, who, Officer Warner arrived immediately after Nunez, then Gunderson, right after Snyder. So it goes through that initial timeline. It's super helpful. And now this is something that I wanted to see if Tommy would be interested in looking at. This is a Web Sleuths page. This goes back to the beginning of what people had initially heard. So I think while you're trying to pull that up, Tommy, what I'm going to do is I'll just put this full screen, and I'll get the Hive involved a little bit with them seeing it. And you just let me know when you're ready, or if you got a comment on this, you can kind of chime in. That makes sense.
Here's the thing. Go ahead.
You got it?
No, I couldn't. Here's the thing. You look up any of the ISP things, documents, and whatever. You will see listed victim 1. You'll see victim 3, victim 4, victim 5, victim 6. With victim 4 being like Kaylee, victim 5 being Maddie, victim 6. You see what I'm saying? 1 and 2 are missing, dude.
Holy shit.
It starts out with victim 4. Victim 3. So wow. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 and 2 ISP? Are missing. And I do believe it's an ISP. Every single one of them. 1 and 2 are missing. And it's like, well, who the hell is victim 1 and victim 2? And Dylan and Bethany are not victims. So that they can't be using them as victims. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look that up, but I can't find it right now on my whatever. I just got a new computer. I'm transferring stuff and blah blah blah, and I can't quite find it. But people that are from my show see me show that, and it starts out at victim 3, victim 4, victim 5, victim 6, and that's being Kaylee, Maddie, and Xana and Ethan. Well, who the hell is victim 1 and 2?
That's wild. I'm actually I have it pulled up. Does anybody know, like, what would I pull up? Well, the ISP, there's a lot, obviously. What would because I thought the autopsies and stuff for that was MPD or MS. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was ISP I was looking at. I think it was.
Yeah. No, you could be right. Here, let me do this. See if I can share my screen slides in PDF. How do I? Damn.
It's the one with the red. It's kind of reddish, It has a red.
Here, I'll do this. ISP document.
But I thought that was crazy as hell. It's like, well, who's victim 1 and 2?
Yeah, let's look that up. I'm pulling this up right now. Oh, that's the MPD.
It might be on all of them. I don't know. I happened to notice it when I was doing the show. What the hell is this?
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to find the link for it because when I try to open the file won't let me share to it. Because
let me see here. Maybe I can find it too here. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places here.
I mean, I guess I could try to do my. I got it. Boom. I got it on screen, Tommy.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So do you know what the
Okay, it'll be at the very top of the page of the documents where it says victims, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6 victims listed.
All right, let me.
Well, it starts at 3, put it that way.
Okay.
They don't list who victim 1 and victim 2 are. Okay, there's victim 3. There's victim 3. Go back down a little bit. Keep going. There's victim 2. Go back up. Go back up.
Where am I looking?
There you are. There's victim 3. Right here.
Oh,
right here.
Right here.
Right there. Okay.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah. Okay. This one has victim 2. Where's victim 1?
Well, victim 5, witness 1.
Yeah.
Wait, victim 5, victim 4, victim 3, victim 2. Where is victim?
I don't get it.
Does anybody know why that would be? Anybody got any ideas? It's a good find.
Doesn't make any sense, bro.
No, it doesn't. Hang on. Let's check out a couple other ones when they. Here's another one. Victim. Wait, now victim 2 is Maddie. But it wasn't it Kaylee up here?
I think it was Maddie, I think.
No, see? Victim 2 is Kaylee.
Oh yeah, Kaylee. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, but that's gotta be that's gotta be something
what's going on?
Somebody help me understand. What is it about with the CAD systems and the 911 calls? They're like, people are like, oh, they don't have to be synchronized and all this stuff. Like, what is it with the police's technology to not be synced up? Why is that different? It's just sloppy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was the word I was looking for, Z.
But I mean, if you look, all of them are listed there. You look, there's Kaylee, there's Maddie, and if you slide down, there's gonna be Zana, right? And Ethan. Okay. Well, who the hell is victim 1?
And witness 1 is a male.
Right.
You notice that? Witness 1 is a male. Who is that? Well, let's see what this report is about.
Yeah, it's probably someone on the report. But still, they're listing all the victims, and every single time, it starts out different. It never has who the victim or victims are at the beginning. Why do they start out at victim 2?
And this is different. So here's what I want to look at, Tommy. All right. So we have date of birth 21, age 21. Okay,
Yep.
5'4", blonde or strawberry. And for this one, 21, 5'4", Sandy. So I mean, they didn't just mess the name up. That's really Kaylee's info.
Right.
Yeah, the witness one is probably Hunter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Well, but then
As a what? Oh, as a witness. Yeah.
well, witness 6. Witness 6? It's got to be people that were outside during the 911 call, right?
Right.
Or
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I could actually see that. But when you're talking about you know, not the witnesses, but the victims. I mean, bro,
yeah,
this we've been told
sloppy.
there's only four victims, but it's on every single one of them.
Well, let's see if we can find another one and see if they get mixed up. Let me just see. These are all witnesses. Witness. Well, let's go down a little bit. Let's kind of go randomly, see if I can stumble upon it. That's a good catch. Suspect.
Suspect. Yeah, suspect one. Oh, there's
Age
witness one.
41. A 53-year-old witness and a 41-year-old suspect.
Suspect one, 41 years old. That's interesting. Yeah.
Well, I think I have an idea as to who that is. I think a lot of people
Probably.
do.
Right.
But the 53-year-old, who would that be? Oh, wait. Oh, it says female. The wife is 53. Thank you, Phoenix. What up? Good to see you. Or Molly I almost said Molly McMeth. Just naturally.
Right?
Just almost naturally, dude. Oh, that's wild, though. I mean,
it is. I mean, they should have it. I mean, there's only supposed to be four deceased and victims, and here they start out with, and I've seen them start out with 3.
yeah, man. I mean, that and just even the fact they messed up those 2 names is weird. The other thing too is like, at what point is it? Oops. At what point is it one of those things where it's like all this other stuff is a little bit hard to wrap your head around and it seems sloppy? I mean, at what point do you stop writing things off as, I'm sure it was just an office error or a clerical error? Like, I don't know if you can do that anymore with these.
There's so many. There's too many. There's too many.
Right.
I mean, I've heard of Keystone Cops,
Yeah.
but in nowadays age, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you watched, what was his name? Snyder. Did you watch the Snyder cam?
Oh, the body cam? Yes.
Yeah. Now that dude knew what the hell he was doing. That dude should have been in charge of the whole investigation.
Let's watch it actually, because it's not that long, right? 7-8 minutes, isn't it only? Or
well, there's
maybe just the clip that I shared was.
Part 1 is like over an hour, but yeah.
Well, I saw like there was like a 7-minute clip too that people were sharing. Is that the one? I believe it was Snyder whose body cam. It kind of looked like blood was on that gravel. I could be wrong. I've consumed a lot of information.
I just seen this come out in the last couple of days, and
oh yeah, this one. This is 7 minutes.
Yeah, Snyder's. But this guy knew what he was doing. I mean, he was taking pictures of everything. He's the one that did the tape. He's the one that crawled over and seen how easy it was to jump down from Jack DeCour's place to go over. I mean, he actually went and looked at Jack DeCour's roof. I mean, this dude knew what he was doing. This dude should have been in charge of the entire thing.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't know why my screen's acting all weird. Sorry, guys. Well, here, let's play this. We'll just do I guess we could watch just a little bit of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got no audio on my end.
It takes about a minute.
Okay. Oh, I was just more so like letting people know that it's not.
Yeah, right. But
Well,
this is
Tommy,
him taping here, I think.
to your point, he's doing real police work.
Exactly. I mean, this guy knew what he was doing. Well, except he didn't know to tie tape very well.
Dude, he was getting out of breath too, big time.
Right. But I'll tell you what, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And as soon as he found out that JD's house was right there, he wouldn't looked at the house from behind the house even. I mean, yeah, he was on top of everything.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of remarkable that it's I don't want to say it's common sense, but it seems like
it is.
While we're playing Monday morning quarterback right now, yeah, that's common
Right.
sense. You should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a tie. He should take his gloves off. Me and Randy were like laughing at this shit. It's like, take your damn gloves off.
Thank you to everybody who did just send in a super chat. You guys rock. Welcome back, Woman Power 101. Look, he's like hustling.
Yeah,
he's hustling.
I'm telling you, man, this dude knew what he was doing. And he should have been in charge of everything, not paying. Yeah, he's not good with the tape.
You know, real quick, I just want to say somebody sent me one of Seagirl's video from TikTok, which, by the way, Seagirl,
she's great. She's awesome.
I've tried to extend an olive branch. I've heard a rumor that she doesn't like me from my talking about the ritual days, and like I must be blocked because it never pops up. It's been this way for like months, Tommy.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I mean, I've never talked to her. I've never even talked to her. But I do know everybody talks about her content, and unless somebody sends me it, like via Discord, I can't even view it. But she sent something about how the landscaping on this side of this house has changed so many times. Have you ever seen that?
Not that one. No, I don't think I have. Okay,
while this plays, I will get that ready. And if anybody knows Seagirl, tell her that I want to be friends. You know, I want to see the content. Right. It sounds like it's great.
It is great. She's the one that came up with those. They're not tunnels, but they're man. They're really well hidden. Actually, he just ran by. I think he just ran by it, or underneath, like the first. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. And she was the one that discovered that. I don't know why she would get so mad about the ritual stuff.
Well, that's just what I heard. I've never talked to her. So that could just be hearsay, but I am blocked.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I'm not trying to start anything with that. It's just I get sent stuff. I can't watch it.
Well, it's upsetting, you know. Yeah. Especially when you don't know really the reason why.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know me, Seagirl.
Right.
It was just a theory.
Well, and there is rituals when it comes to Greek life and all that. And
Yeah.
but altogether, there was like, well, the first part, I got all 5 parts. The first part was 1 hour and 5 minutes long, and then the rest of them were like just 3, 4, 5 minute long little videos.
Yeah, this is the hour
Yeah.
and 5 minutes. But you know what I just picked up on? I didn't hear this the first time. I could be losing my mind. There's a very good chance that that's all this is right now, but I kind of feel like that whimpering, crying voice we just heard. Does anybody else think that that sounds a little bit like what was heard on the 911 call? I'm just going to play it. You guys could say no or
Yeah, I
yes.
think it's
We're not going to dissect it, but just let me know if that's kind of sounds like it. Like the no.
Remember, I was in my room.
Yeah, it's Dylan.
It's coming up in a second.
Yeah, so it's behind the house more. And it was
Right there.
All right. Yeah. A little different. Yeah.
What is that in response to?
Well,
You
is
don't
there a cop talking to her right there or not? Or is she talking to friends?
Well, I'm not sure. It just kind of sounds like, because I don't feel like I remember hearing that. It didn't sound that same way on the other body cam, is what I mean.
Right.
yeah, so it's behind the house more. And it was
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Dylan.
Yeah. Come back and take.
I'm just going to kind of jump around on this.
Yeah, you can. But I mean, watch this guy. Watch this dude. He takes pictures of everything.
Perfect. Okay. Are you gonna take pictures of them?
I took pictures of them. I used them for scale.
Okay. I'll get you a tape measure in 1 second. Let me get pictures of going in. Come back and take better pictures as we go.
And that's another thing I don't get is right there. Why are they blocking off on the first floor? Why are they blocking? Why are they blocking off on the first floor? That's Bethany's room and the other room. Why are they blocking that off?
Well, because I think, Tommy, I don't know if the rooms are actually the rooms that they've said they are. I'm trying to think of what could it be that they wouldn't want people to know that could mess up a timeline, that could mess up the narrative. And I think that if it's not gore and if it's not blood, which my argument to that is social media, let us see Charlie Kirk get his neck blown off for however many hours they kept that video up before they started taking it down, and we didn't even go looking for that. That was on everyone's
I
top
got
of their
it.
app. Yep.
I got it.
And so it can't be gore. And plus they put gore and all that stuff in Netflix stuff. And also let me just like remind the powers that be, like, we're all adults and we can make a decision to look at something if we want. We're not looking at it to seek anything out other than answers.
Let's take that down. But hey, let's go watch a movie that, you know, shows their heads being blown off and you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a good point. It's a great point. That's exactly right. But I do think that I think they're blocking it out for another reason outside of gore.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, they're blocking it out for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, everybody in the chat's like, maybe they're blocking it out for reasons that's not bodies, or that reason. I mean, everyone's heard those rumors.
Well, we already seen Bethany's room, and we've seen those slats being down and that door being broken on the cupboard. Now, right there, stop, right there. Oh, go back a little bit.
Okay, I'll get it. 1 second.
All right.
Here we go.
Get the stairway, just about right there.
Yep.
This right here, I don't know if you can see my arrow or not, but that cup is from Jack in the Box. What's it doing on the damn stairway?
Well, there's one in the fridge too, right?
There's one in the fridge too. Was there two cups or two things ordered that, or is that from a different time? But what ends up happening on this, and this is how sloppy they are, someone steps on this cup later, it's squashed. So apparently fingerprints didn't mean anything to them on that cup, even though it's from Jack in the Box.
That is interesting. I mean, dude, that's a good find. I've never noticed that cup.
Did someone sit there?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sit there, drink there. Why shit was going down?
Yeah. I mean, dude, they loved Jack in the Box in that house, right? Or a lot of people are saying it's McDonald's. Either way, I mean, you'd be curious what it is.
No, it's a Jack in the Box. Yep. We've seen it. But yeah, this guy takes pictures of everything. He doesn't mess around.
Wait, hang on. Dude, I wonder if we can see it through his phone camera.
Yeah, you can on some. And then they get smart and they start blocking his camera.
Oh, they blocked it. Damn it.
Yep. But you do catch it here and there. Like right there.
Yeah.
And there's Hunter's knife is already there, see? So he wasn't the first on the scene. This guy should have been the first guy there.
So, hey, I don't know if 1-1 is still in here. He's a cop, and I don't know if we have any other law enforcement officers in here. I'm not saying that this isn't protocol, but do police officers get work phones? Like, do you use your personal iPhone on duty for stuff like this?
I don't think so, no.
This must be like an issued phone for this exact purpose.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Thank you, Z. That's right. The TV does disappear too. It's so weird. You know, another thing that I thought of why they might black it out. Did they? So this is this is how my brain is working right now, Tommy. Because again, I'm trying to think of every other reason as to why they would black it out besides gore. And
Right.
my question is this when they're stitching together multiple body cams, or is this when they're stitching together multiple aspects of the house? Do you know what I mean? And they, so you can extract the audio, but then if you can't get the video to line up, wouldn't you just black it all out and let the audio run and not let the visual?
Oh, right.
match
I
up?
get you. Right.
I don't know. That's just a thought that I've had.
You're right. And I understand that. Now everything is blacked out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Everything.
Oh, that's a good take too. Reflections.
Okay.
It's a great point, Mrs. Jim Morrison.
Out here too.
I haven't seen it out here. That was grabbed by the wind, but there's some signs of some stuff around.
Is this up here?
I also don't get the whole audio cuts. I mean, come on.
I know. The whole cutting doesn't make sense to me anymore. But this is Hitler doing this shit.
He's the one that would decide if it gets audio cut out.
Everything. He's going over everything before it's released. But yeah, this dude knows what the hell he's doing. I mean, this guy ain't messing around. I mean, the first ones that got there were acting like, I mean, they were so confused and not knowing what they were doing. This guy knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking a shit ton of pictures, huh?
Hey, sorry, John.
Oh, yeah, a shit ton.
You got pictures of the pump, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize there's people just on this one here and this one here, so I just got the left one, but there's here and here.
That's a great take, Crazy Cutie.
Let's take a picture below it. Almost kind of looks like there's dust over them.
But I don't understand why they put Payne in charge. I still have a hard time with that. I think he begged. I think he begged to be in charge.
Screens off of it.
I mean, is there anything in his background that would make him a good fit? Seriously, like outside of the box, besides corruption?
No,
Okay,
no.
make sure if anybody tries to come up
nothing.
here, obviously.
You want me to move that tape for that fence?
This is the guy that should have been in
It's here
charge.
for now. I'll come back and work around and I'll bring you
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Listen to him. I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing. Those other knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have said, Tommy, that right here. Oh, here's my cursor. There seems to be what looks to be a massive amount of blood. Now, I'm going to try to slow this down.
All right. Can you blow it up some?
I mean, that's as big. I can never zoom in on YouTube on my PC. It's annoying. I don't know why.
It is annoying. It is annoying. They should make that easier.
All right, I'll play at half speed here. So people have said like right in this area. I mean, I guess I could screenshot it. You know what I can do? I can
Screenshot it and then blow it up. Right.
Yeah. So here, we'll just kind of do this quick. I mean, I'd be curious if like a filter on this would.
No, I see the day coming. See if you agree with me. I see the day coming with these filters that'll tell you if it's blood or not.
Well, I mean, dude, do you see the?
I
There's
see
no
that
blood
coming.
right here,
Right.
unless they blur tooled that. I don't know. There's literally no blood on the wall either, right here,
Right.
from this angle.
Yeah, it's tough to tell. But I see a day coming where there's going to be a filter that tells you if it, just like Amido Black, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a day where there's going to be some kind of filter online that tells you if it's blood or not.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that wall though, that wall has, you see drips like that all over the house,
Right.
like on the outside of it. It's really frustrating. Yeah, a lot of people have said like right here. Well, I kind of passed it a little bit.
Well, back up a little bit. You know what it looks like to me is that could have been more blood even, but it's been washed.
It's wet out.
But look at this whole section. You can't see my point there.
No.
But that whole, it looks like a block. You see where it looks like a block, like a square
Here or this part?
a little bit up where those 3 black marks are. The second one,
right here.
that whole block. Look at that whole block.
Yeah, it does look weird, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like it's been,
it's like wet
washed
or power washed, like,
yeah,
or blurred.
Are blurred, right?
Make sure if anybody tries to come up here, obviously.
There's no damn blood there. What if, I mean, when did they do that on me? Oh my God. Hang on. When did they do that Amino Black? When did they do the Amino Black? Is that what's running through the damn side of the house down that wall at one point?
That could be.
I mean, could you imagine if that's why they left it there?
I don't think it's blood.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it is.
So, I mean, if they do the Amino Black soon after and that goes through, I mean, they were, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I don't think it's BLOD.
No.
Post now.
I mean, kind of there. So they must have had it blurred, maybe.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, they probably blurred it because I just saw it from that angle. So,
but they didn't blur it on any other ones. I mean, when they wanted to show it, you know what I mean?
Correct. Yes.
I can work around and I'll bring you back that measuring tape.
All right.
No, Gunderson is the one I really question on this whole thing. I really don't like what he's been doing.
Head up.
I'll tell you what, though, I think I trust this Snyder.
Yeah, you got a good feeling about him?
Yeah, I got a good feeling about this Snyder guy.
Let me get this picture.
What's up? Yeah, we got him.
He's too thorough.
You already checked back there? Okay, I'm gonna just check real quick because this is making me nervous.
I mean, he's not the one blacking it out. He's not the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what? It's just ridiculous.
Hitler. Schindler's List.
Can you open this door? Are we gone in here?
I don't disagree, Vidrios. Thank you for the super
No,
chat.
I'm not in love with the guy. I just think he's doing a very good job.
What do you think about what Vidrios just said there
Uh,
on the stream?
yeah, and I agree. And he, I have a feeling he begged to get that lead detective job. I think he begged to get it because there was people that with 20 years experience that should have had that, should have had it. And then, of course, they retired shortly after.
I don't want to get a step on there.
Exactly, the Joes.
Okay, I'm coming.
Yeah, I thought I just heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't a very pleasant scene.
And I'm going to pre-tape this off.
You know, this is such a good point, Sam Panther. They all seem quite robotic. You know what I mean? Like there's
Right.
relying on your training robotic, but then there's like, am I the only one that if I didn't know this was the Idaho 4, I would have no idea they were investigating a homicide? I would have thought this could have been a burglary, this could have been a break-in, this could have been a kidnapping, this could have been anything. I would have never guessed by the way they're walking all over, touching stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And there's JD in the car already. See?
Yep.
But yeah, watch what he does. He goes to the neighbors. He goes to the, I mean, he doesn't mess around. All the other ones are standing around like they don't even know what the hell they're doing.
And what Phenomenon said, no swear words, I can't talk. No swear words among bunch of men. No way. I got to tell you, Tommy, if you and I were,
right.
cops on the scene, I feel like I'd be like, holy
fuck. Right. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, everything.
That's just a whispered shit. You know what
I
mean?
That's like every other word in our shows.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. He's even going to the neighbor's house, and he's starting to block off even that.
That's a great point too, Brandon. Agreed.
Yep. Yeah, they wouldn't let the EMTs around. They wouldn't let them in the door.
Yeah, I would be curious
Huh?
to Blue-Eyed Candy's point. I'd be curious if you are a police officer, if you ever gone through the training, I'm sure you probably are aware your body cam's on, but to frame yourself in the mindset of like this could be used in court, anything could be used in court. Does that
Right.
lead to maybe a lack of naturalness? I don't know.
Maybe. You'd think they'd be used to it
Right
by
now,
now,
yeah.
though,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stay on the rocks. So I walked up it a little ways.
It's a great take too.
yeah, I mean, but he's looking all over. He's not just
Doesn't look like there's any fresh ones
messing up
though,
things
so.
in the house. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's pointing out that there's not fresh footsteps even.
Right. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. And I don't know why this guy wasn't put in charge. Or at least somebody like him. I mean, geez, there was people on the force for 20 some years and they bypassed them to put a guy on that's only been in for 2 fucking years. What the hell is that?
Right.
What the hell is that? That's what makes me think that Payne begged for that position. And why would he beg for that position? Yeah.
Well,
There's a boot print right
it's a great
here.
point.
Right where I'm at.
There's a boot print right here, right where I'm at. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great point too about the corner.
Have that tape for you. Have that tape for you.
Right latitude.
They use the ladder.
I think that's changed over the years. I think they do use. I mean, nowadays phones are pretty
Yeah.
good for
I'm
pictures.
gonna go try to see if everybody recognizes all these cars in here.
Okay. Eventually here too, we're gonna have to start. We'll wait.
There's a footprint that comes down right where I tied it. Well, we don't want to
Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. It is weird. They barely talk.
It comes
Right.
right here.
I mean, they're
right
talking now, but
that rock right there, and it angles down that way.
Yeah, this guy is Snyder is. He's telling there's a footprint right over there. You know
But-
what I mean?
yes. And also, not only do they not really like they're talking this with like general explanation. Like Snyder's talked the most out of any body cam that we've heard, but there's no how do I say it? Like there's no like, all right, here's the plan, ready, break.
Teamwork.
Yes, exactly.
There's no teamwork at all.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna turn it up. So if you have headphones in, I'm gonna give you a 3-second warning. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
No.
What does he say right here?
well,
No.
well.
No.
God, no one's gonna have any ring cameras up here either, you know? Why would he just assume that? Is it because he knows that there's maybe because it's in that dude's certain properties where he knows they don't allow those? Is that
Right.
why? I don't know.
That
That's
could
what my
be.
head just went to.
Right.
Well, once detectives gets here, we'll
Start doing more to help.
well, we'll start doing. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more. Stuff.
Yeah. Let's see if everybody recognizes these vehicles. Do you guys recognize all these vehicles in here? Yeah. Okay. What about any of these ones? Blue one. Anything else?
My roommate's car's the truck.
A black truck.
A lot of them are usually people that live here.
Right. So you recognize these first two though? Okay.
There's Murphy.
So true, Miss Maggie.
Check this out. You know, he even takes pictures of the neighbors' cars and shit inside.
That's so true.
Didn't see any of those other guys doing this kind of stuff.
You
None of them.
really need two cops guarding Murphy. Suspect one,
Right.
Murphy.
Right.
We got him surrounded, guys.
I mean, these guys, the other guys are just standing around like they're doing nothing. I mean, they don't even know what to do.
Okay.
I don't want to start
You want to
interviewing
just start
people about
photo and
them,
I'll
but-
start looking, I guess. And kind of stand still for the moment.
Right.
We'll get Tommy back on soon. Wow. Brittany Planted H2O says, I did crime scene preservation. Was trained by the FBI standard while I was in the Air Force. Nothing here would be used in court. The video shows every mistake. Wow.
Right.
Can you name a couple, Brittany, just so I can put them up on screen? I mean, we think that we're seeing them, but with being trained, I'm curious.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't get too close, but
Hey, Suan. WB.
nobody knows anything. Did one of them say they saw someone? Hi.
But at least this guy wants a record of every vehicle that's even in the neighbor's yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good to see you, ATL Drew.
Oh, exactly. Design rhythm. Yep. I agree with you 100%. Murphy should have been taken right into forensics.
Great. That's a top dog comment. Good job. I agree.
Yep. But check out what this guy all does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, he's doing the most. He really is.
He really is. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Okay.
Wait until he gets to JD's house.
Yeah. I'm I'm going to skip ahead to this conversation at about the 45-minute mark. Well, you know what, Kathy? You bring up a really good point. Are they just letting the bodies lay there behind unlocked, closed doors? Do you think somebody's guarding inside the house? Like, does that make sense? Like, you'd say, oh, they have the perimeter secured. Yes, I guess, but we never saw them clear the house, right? They're just going to take Hunter's word for it that he checked the pulse, she's dead, and he's holding a knife. Like, I'm surprised, again, I've said this a couple times, that you don't see when he's holding the knife and they turn around, that you don't see a gun pointed at him. You just walked into a homicide scene with 4 bodies, and there's a guy holding a gun following you in the crime scene.
Right. And these guys are having, like, I don't know, donuts or something.
Dude, he totally. All right, Hive. Yeah, I agree. Right, Tommy. But hang on, this is actually interesting. So I took a body language class 2 years or like 2 semesters in college. Okay? I want you guys to watch what he did when Snyder walks up. Okay, this is like a nonverbal as to you're not welcome in this conversation. Watch this. Right here. Look at how quick. Nope.
Is Keely the one that's
stepped him away, and he said,
"Yep, Gunderson." Yep.
And he's like, you're not coming over here. Look at how quick he moved.
Yep.
He's like, oh shit. He's coming over here. Look at that. I mean, that is.
Yep. There he's looking at him.
Is Keely the one that's upstairs with the other guy?
Why would he do that to a fellow officer?
Right. Thank you, Blue Eyed Candy. You rock. Good to see you here.
Last night. We think he went to bed like 32, but they were at the corner club with that girl. Okay, because that's where they said they were. Okay, and then he said that they recently broke up.
Hive, what was the question we were going to ask 1-1 now that he's in here?
Hey, 1-1.
It's a good question, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
So they might have been at the Corner Club. I don't know how much you guys know. Last night, they might have been at the Corner Club.
These dudes are. Look at these nonverbals, guys. Look at these nonverbals. They are. Look at this guy. He's like, what is this idiot saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there is something off with this group of 3 guys right here. They do not want Snyder near him. And then he gets nervous.
So they might have been at the Corner Club.
And the thing is, this guy, okay, you can't see my arrow, but the bald head guy there to the left, he starts talking about, you can tell he's talking about JD's house.
Yeah,
at one point.
All right, here comes a headphone warning. 3, 2, 1.
Group of guys up there was possibly with them. And one of the couples, I think it might be one of the females that's deceased, his ex-boyfriend came up earlier and was asking what was going on. So he's in the back of Mitch's car, but they were all with him last night till 2. So that's all I know so far. He knew this guy just walked all the way around and didn't see any blood anywhere, any handles, anything like that. I don't know. They might just let us, those guys. They seem pretty cooperative, but
we got prosecutors spooled up on 12.
Yeah, I just got a call from Ashley. Called
See, this looks like they're dealing with a. Okay, Hive, I want to preface with what I'm about to say. In no way, shape, or form that people getting killed wouldn't be a headache. These guys look like it is whatever is going on is they're already aware of what happened. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
this doesn't
that
seem like an initial reaction of like, oh, this is going to be a headache to solve it. They're just getting here and they already know this is
what's
going to
going
be a
on.
huge headache because they know. Yes, that's what I mean.
Yep, because they know.
But there's a ton. Obviously, you guys know it's a lot of apartments in there, so there's a lot of guys.
And I'm telling you, the guy to the left there will start, and it's with his hands that you can tell that he's talking about JD's house. I think that's in a little while here.
Yeah, let me just drink my dark roast and go look at this quadruple murder. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had to stop at the drive-thru and grab my dark roast before I can go to this crime scene. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want me checking downstairs and stuff, trash cans. Is there anybody close ditched?
I'm telling you, body language is huge.
Security, making sure people aren't coming and going and touching anything.
Okay, we got that locked down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, they're just ghosting him. He's like, okay. And he just chooses to walk away.
Yep. Yep.
That's
But
hilarious.
he goes back to his job.
Yep.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Good. Hey, can you guys stay here for a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Is that okay? And then not go out your guys' back door this way or out that way.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Don't worry.
Or everybody inside, just your roommates, or
Yep. Yep.
Okay, no.
There's just
you and extra?
two more people.
Two more people.
Well, I guess there's two roommates that are out right now.
Okay.
That might be coming back.
Okay. Who's that?
Just my buddy's girlfriend.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So,
Appreciate it. Yep. Thanks.
Right on, LA Mike.
Okay, so Brittany was the one who had made the comment about being trained in crime scene and evidence preservation.
Right.
She was in the Air Force, and she said, for starters, upon entering, pictures are taken in a particular clocking-like pattern, and evidence markers are put down by each pictures. That's just one example. Now, with one and you, Brittany, does that? I mean, I would guess obviously cops don't have these evidence markers for their iPhones. Are their iPhones there rather just to capture the initial scene if something gets moved or bumped? I mean, I would guess there probably are accidents where maybe you do step in something or you knock something down. I don't know. Tommy,
That could be, they could be doing like and then get better cameras for the main evidence things
Okay.
that that could be. Yeah, I don't know, Bertie.
One says yes to catch the initial scene. Okay.
Right.
So both these houses are staying inside for right now. So
you're right.
and they all seemed curious, obviously, but.
One. What would you score this out of 10, honestly? And don't just say what you think we'd want to hear with a crime scene integrity score. 1 out of 10. 1 being the worst.
John, he's going to go back to the TV ready. He and I are going to start grabbing interviews.
I don't want to get too
A
deep
3.
into the
Okay.
rooms.
camera. No, that's quite.
1-1. I got to get you up on a stream, dude, if you'd ever be down. Let's talk.
Yeah, 1-1's cool as hell. Very smart.
Yeah, right.
And what are these guys doing on their phone? Just looking at pictures, or are they texting their old ladies, or what the hell's the deal?
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Tony says, listen for the cop to say, find the sheath coming up.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you something after all this.
Well, Tommy, let's get back to, I want to show you guys this video here by Seagirl quick. And then
Okay.
I'll show you guys this. This is mind-blowing. I don't even know what to say. I'm not even going to try to describe it. This is one of those videos you just got to watch.
Right.
The evolving landscaping outside the King Roadhouse in the Idaho 4 case is very bizarre, folks. When have you seen the exterior landscape of a crime scene change this much within a 2-year period or less? This is bizarre. And you see the crime scene tape is there. So all these changes were occurring while the LE was protecting the house and investigating. Yes, folks. What is that about? You guys decide for yourself. Then we had the demolition,
Look at that.
and they had to
What the hell?
that out. You guys decide for yourself.
Seagirl's really good at pointing shit out that other people don't see.
The evolving landscape.
I mean, that's crazy.
King Roadhouse.
And it's like, why is that? If the crime scene's up, why are you doing maintenance?
Right.
And Tommy, to usually how I'll start to wind down the streams is I do a tinfoil hat conspiracy of the day. This video is going to shake you to your core, and to anybody that when I start to get up here and I hoot and holler about Palantir is going to take over our world, and we are going to be absolutely cooked and just have zero potential freedoms if we don't follow every rule. I want you guys to watch this. This might be the most terrifying commercial I've ever seen. Okay. We're going to play this. Oops. And I want you guys to listen. This is from Conscious Juice.
There is this new Palantir commercial ad that just came out that you guys need to check out. You guys do remember who Palantir is, right? The new data integration company that's helping the Department of Defense, the IRS, the DOD, Doge, and all these, and ICE, the people who's handling immigration. But check this thing out, y'all. This is crazy.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Wow.
Just wait. It gets wilder.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits.
Oh, God.
Deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah, I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Can you guys please let me through?
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen
This
responsibility?
probably isn't that far off.
Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah. I mean, so obviously this was not put out by Palantir, but he's saying this ends when we put aside all of our differences and we want the same thing. And I can promise you it's not this, because we are heading there
Right.
so quickly. And dude,
very quickly.
I mean, it's like the dude of Palantir, he was on, he was doing something and he's like, you know, so I heard somebody on Joe Rogan say this, and they were like, I make autonomous drones and I surveil the homeland. And my other passion is I'm giving everybody a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist. And the joke is like, hang on. So you're in charge of a $420 billion company. You make autonomous drones that go to war zones to bomb people. You surveil all of us, like what was kind of just depicted in that video. And
Right.
your hobby is studying the Antichrist. It's not like pickleball. It's not like fishing. It's not something normal. Your hobby with all of that other shit that you're doing is the Antichrist. See, that's where you start to wonder. Yeah, Peter Thiel. It's like, Tommy, I mean, we're not that far off. You think about what they can
No,
do.
I don't think we are that. I mean, the technology is almost there now. Actually, it's probably all there to do every single thing right there.
I mean, I saw this article. TikTok is valued at between 14 and 20 billion with a B.
Right.
Do you think that's low?
Probably low.
I think it's low. I feel like TikTok being 14, 20 billion is low, and Palantir is 420 billion. And I feel like TikTok's algorithm can literally read my mind. Like the data, and who knows, like I made the joke. I'm like, are they reading my heart rate?
Oh, dude, I could go on this too. I could go on this too. I mean, like me going to grab a damn Reese's bar, and I go in, and what's on the ad on the TV? Reese's.
Ah, dude, it just trips me out.
And I mean, and it happens all the time. And it's like, what the hell?
So
how do they know this shit?
Let's do it. Let's do a little bit. Let's do a test in the Hive here. What's a common household product that if we all type into the chat unanimously and we all say it out loud, let's regroup tomorrow during the chat and see if at any point in the next 24 hours do we get an ad for it. If we all do it, I'd be curious how many people did. So Tommy, should we do Reese's or should we do something different?
Probably something different.
It has to be random. It has to be random and something you would never expect to get on your phone. Something really random. Someone said Tylenol. Christ. There are some funny ass people in here.
Let's see. Something very random.
Well, these are like common household.
I thought Reese's was really random but it isn't now. But it was when, I mean, come on. But the thing is, it's happened so often. That's what gets to me. It's happened so often, Bertie.
Right.
And it's like, what are they reading my fucking mind or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. You guys want to do Dawn dish soap?
There you go.
All right. Dawn dish soap. Everybody say it out loud right now. Dawn dish soap.
Dawn dish soap.
Yep.
Dawn dish soap.
And we are going to type this into the chat. And if for some reason YouTube's algorithm, because of the spamming of Dawn dish soap or Dawn dish soap's algorithms that are tracking whenever their words are typed, are probably going to be like, oh my God, we've had a spike. Like, what is happening?
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to get after this program is done. I'm going to go settle into bed. I'm going to watch some TV and the damn Dawn dish soap commercials. Come on, dude.
If it does, dude, take a picture and send it to me. Because
right.
Oh my God. That's hilarious, dude. Well, Tommy, I think this was a great live, bro. And as a reminder, Hive, if you do want to be on this upcoming Sundays, Hive Mind Roundtable, send me an email, birdieBombshell00@gmail.com.
Right.
And then we are also doing the best tinfoil hat contest that is live in the Discord. The deadline for the photos is the 7th, so you got some time. We're going to do a contest each week leading up to Halloween. And Tommy, this was a pleasure, my guy. And
can I before are you getting ready to head out? Is that what you're doing?
You can say whatever you want.
I got something to show you first. I would like to share. Is that cool?
Okay. Yeah,
Is that
hell
cool?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let me see how I do this on this end. I'm not on this end that often.
Yeah, right. Here, I'm gonna remove my screen because you're gonna share something.
Yeah. Okay, this just came out today, and I looked at it on an earlier show, but then something else crossed my mind about this, and I thought, oh my God, we need to check this out. So it should be in back of your deal there. Oh, there it is, right there. So I don't know. Have you heard of Truth Neurons?
Yeah, they were on my roundtable.
Okay, cool. I don't know if you've watched this, but this is really, it's only a 9-minute video, but there's something that I missed today when I ran this, and it's quite interesting. May I run it?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. There's no rush. Press the full. There you go.
This is a great channel, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Hi everyone, it's Ruby G.
And I'm Joff.
Welcome to Truth and Neurons.
Today we're talking about the compromised evidence. On November 16, just 3 days after the unalivings at 1122 King Road, at about 7:45 a.m, 4 autopsies were performed at the Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office in Washington. Present at these autopsies were Latah County Coroner Kathy Mabbitt, law enforcement officers, and Dr. Singh, who conducted the postmortems on Zana Knodel, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonzalez. From the very beginning, this case was plagued by confusion. Redactions in documents created speculation that important medical details were being hidden. What later became clear is that the real problem was not missing text in reports, but the way the evidence itself was handled. Critical biological samples were taken from all 4 victims. These included swabs from private parts, hands, feet, necks, other body surfaces, DNA blood cards, nail clippings, hair samples. The evidence was moved between agencies, dried at FBI facilities, repackaged, and then stored at the Moscow Police Department. More than 2 years later, in January 2025, a refrigerator malfunction left those samples at 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Everybody
Forensic
remember
science
that?
depends on preservation, and in this case, preservation failed.
I'm a little nervous because I have no clue what's about to happen, but this could either be a total disaster or the world's greatest magic trick. Okay, so this
Everybody remembers that 60-degree thing, right? Bertie, you remember that, right? Everybody remembers that? Okay, I'll keep it going.
Kaylee Gonzalez. Kaylee sustained more than 20 stab wounds. Her fatal injuries included a laceration to the left lung, a laceration to the liver, 2 subdural bleeds, and a stab wound behind her clavicle that severed her subclavian vein and artery. She also showed blunt force injuries and signs of asphyxia. The evidence collected from Kaylee included a DNA card, swabs from her private parts, and swabs from her hands, wrists, forearms, feet, ankles, and neck. Nail clippings and head hair were taken, and her hands were bagged. She was still wearing her full clothing, a black, nasty and inebriated Corner Club t-shirt, Joe Boxer, grey and black flannel pants, a black flannel shirt layered over her top, underwear, 1 Adidas sock, and her earrings. This was not sleepwear. It indicated that she had not prepared for bed. All of Kaylee's biological samples were eventually stored in the MPD.
That's a great take.
Malfunctioned in 2025. Swabs from her private parts and body surfaces are exactly the types of samples most vulnerable to temperature fluctuations. The defense can argue that the DNA results tied to Kaylee cannot be trusted after sitting in compromised conditions.
60 degrees.
Madison Mogan. Madison's fatal injuries included a laceration to her left lung and a laceration to her liver. She had sharp force injuries, but no blunt force trauma. The evidence collected.
I mean, they're pretty thorough here. I mean, right down to false eyelashes and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Included a DNA card, swabs from her private parts, hands, wrists, forearms, feet, ankles, and neck, head hair, nail clippings, and trace evidence. Her hands were bagged. She was found in a short-sleeved pink shirt, black Vandal Russell brand sweatpants, with her hair tied back and false eyelashes in place. Madison's swabs, like Kaylee's, went through multiple transfers, taken at autopsy, placed in FBI dryers, repackaged, and stored in the MPD fridge. When the fridge alarm went off in January 2025, her swabs, nail clippings, and DNA card were inside.
Xana Krenodal. Xana suffered 1 laceration to her right lung and 2 lacerations to her heart. She had over 50 stab wounds. She had only sharp force injuries. Evidence taken included a DNA card, swabs from her private parts, thighs, hands, wrists, forearms, feet, ankles, and neck, nail clippings, head hair, pubic hair, and trace evidence from her left hand and the body bag. She was wearing.
Did you catch that?
Say that. Yeah, go back.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, go back. I want to hear that again.
Hands, wrists, forearms, feet, ankles, and neck, nail clippings, head hair, pubic hair, and trace evidence from her left hand and the body bag.
The body bag.
Yep.
Trace evidence from the body bag. Now, this isn't the point I'm trying to get to on this of what I missed, because I got this earlier on my show or whatever. But this is the only one that talks about the body bag. And in my reflection series, I've told everybody that we seen Xana being put into a body bag at Linda Lane.
Say that again. Say that again.
At the Linda Lane, when we did the reflection series many
Yes.
moons ago, that the gal I was working with, Karen, that we actually seen through the reflections that Xana was being put in a body bag.
Wow.
This is the only one that talks about trace evidence from a body bag. So, but I'm going to keep it going because that's not what I'm trying to get at here. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
She was wearing a grey Under Armour sweatshirt and beige Calvin Klein underwear with her hands and foot bagged. Xana's trace evidence is especially significant. Fibers, residues, or particles can only be interpreted if collected and preserved correctly. Yet these examples were among those exposed when the refrigerator failed. For a period, they were kept in an outbuilding with doors open to the winter air, a direct breach of forensic standards. For the defense, this is a powerful argument. If trace evidence was mishandled in this way, how can it be trusted in court?
Ethan Chapin. Ethan's fatal injury was a stab wound under his left clavicle, severed his subclavian vein, subclavian artery,
somebody
and
that knows what
jugular
they're
vein.
doing.
He had only sharp force injuries. The evidence collected included swabs from his private parts, hands, wrists, forearms, and ankles, as well as nail clippings, head hair, and a DNA card. Unlike the others, Ethan was found with no clothing, only
No
socks,
clothes on.
a bracelet, and a necklace. were
Socks and a
A
bracelet.
stick of butter a day keeps the love handles
Ah.
away. The reason butter is called butter is because of the butyric acid.
Every one of Ethan's samples was stored in the refrigerator that failed. Swabs from his private parts and other body areas were placed at risk of DNA degradation.
Now, another thing we've seen, Birdie, during that reflection series was, and I hate saying this kind of stuff, and I'm going to try to word this as gently as I can on your show. But we've seen things being done to Ethan that weren't very nice. And I'm going to leave it at that. And
I know what you're referring to.
Right. Now we come to find out he was naked in bed with just his socks on and bracelet.
I've heard, like, over on X, where you don't have to worry about like being censored. I don't remember who the user was, and honestly, I wouldn't even name them if I did, but I really don't. They were talking about some mutilation that allegedly occurred.
Yeah, and SA is what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I heard like mutilation of a certain area.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
When exposed to 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
So if the defense chooses to argue this, Brian Koberger has already entered a plea deal, but the case remains active. That means that the defense still has opportunities to raise these issues, appeals, or if the plea is ever revisited. The refrigerator malfunction in January 2025 is not a trivial oversight. It touched every victim's evidence. Swabs from private parts, surface swabs, DNA blood cards, nail clippings, head and pubic hair.
Everything, right? Everything was stored in the refrigerator, correct? Every DNA, everything was stored in the refrigerator.
And Xana's trace evidence were all affected. By the time the problem was discovered, the refrigerator was already at 60 degrees Fahrenheit. From a defense standpoint, the chain of custody is riddled with weak points.
Now you wonder why Ann Taylor was after that chain of custody.
Yeah, exactly.
Evidence moved from Spokane autopsies to FBI dryers to MPD storage Wet clothing and swabs from different victims were dried in the same FBI equipment. When the refrigerator failed, samples were hastily moved into an outbuilding with open garage doors exposed to uncontrolled conditions before being placed in a replacement fridge.
These are not small errors. They represent systemic failures
They're
to maintain
huge.
forensic integrity. The defense could argue that swabs from private parts may have degraded, trace evidence may have been contaminated, chain of custody
Tommy, can you
was
pause it quick?
overly complex.
Yep.
So people are asking in the chat, why would they only do 1 foot? It said there was like the left foot bag. I looked it up, and if the autopsy notes that only the left foot was bagged, it suggests that investigators had reason to believe that foot may contain relevant evidence, whether it be blood transfer, dirt, fibers, impressions, or injury. It's not unusual for only one extremity to be bagged, whether it's the foot or the hand. It's where they expect evidence.
Yes.
So no, she wasn't missing a foot.
A foot. No.
It's creating room for mistakes. DNA results obtained afterwards can't be considered reliable, even with a plea deal in place.
But I'm gonna have a question after this.
Okay.
Handling of evidence remains a central issue. The defense has a clear path to argue that the state failed in its duty to preserve critical biological evidence. That argument does not disappear with a conviction. It lingers in appeals, in sentencing disputes, and in the public record. The refrigerator failure of January 2025 highlights the fragility of forensic evidence. It shows how quickly a homicide investigation can lose credibility, what little it had left, and when basic preservation standards are not met. A jury presented with this information could reasonably conclude that the science can't be trusted. At its core, this case is a warning. If evidence is not preserved under strict, consistent conditions, then the conclusions drawn from it can't be trusted. The defense can say with confidence, a conviction based on compromised evidence will never be free from doubt. I'm going to repeat that. I think that's powerful. A conviction based on compromised evidence will never be free from doubt. This is the lesson of the Idaho 4 case, not just about guilt or innocence, but about the importance of forensic integrity in every criminal investigation.
That's all for today's episode of Truth and...
Okay, so here you have, they're talking about the DNA on this and that, they're talking about everything, and they have it, the chain of custody, and they put it in this refrigerator, and this refrigerator goes up to 60 degrees. What is missing, Birdie?
Let me think. Don't tell me.
What is missing, everybody?
Obviously, I'm saying this to be funny. The sheath is missing.
The sheath? No, that's exactly.
Oh, really?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was the answer.
Where's the sheath?
You're right.
They talked about Maddie. They went through Maddie, everything under the fingernails, blah, 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 blah,
You're so
blah.
right. You're so right.
There's no sheath.
That's a joke. That's a joke, honestly. How is that possible? Tommy, I mean, seriously, at what point can I ask people this? Like, and I ask, so here's one of the things that I lean into, obviously, Tommy, you know this. I lean into like the tinfoil hat conspiracies. I'm not afraid to. I don't give a shit if someone's like, that's a conspiracy. Cool, whatever.
That's why we get along so well.
Right. Exactly. But I gotta ask, there's been a lot of people who have been following this case and what it should look like by the book. And if A happens, B should happen. And if B doesn't happen, C should happen. And if C doesn't happen, well, then this would happen. You guys get my point. Okay.
Right.
When none of that is happening, okay, for me to say that a conspiracy would be perhaps, like what other people have said, there's 2 timelines. Perhaps maybe this didn't happen in the house. Perhaps the body cam's manipulated. I would question the people that have still been trying to follow this by the book. And I would say, so now you're going to tell me it's not just this one department, it's this department, like all the people. That department, all the people that work in the courthouse, all the families, all their friends, all their no, that is a bigger conspiracy than anything that I would point to. at times. Don't get me wrong. I've also gone way off the deep end
Oh,
with some
same
stuff,
here.
but you get my point.
Right.
So
Yeah, all it takes is a couple things and a couple people.
Tommy, I'm serious when I say this is more and more with the lack of. I have a question for you. What's the weirdest thing right now about Brian Koberger besides the fact that they're keeping him in the media and following him in his prison stint? What's the weirdest thing?
Besides what? Say that again.
Like, so I'm saying it's weird that people like leaked footage of him in prison. It's weird that they're
Right.
following and getting his reports. What else is weird about Brian Koberger's situation right now?
Geez, a lot of different things.
But an overarching one on the premise of this
never
is
says anything, never says a word.
on the premise of this being legitimate. What would be happening right now with everything that we've exposed? There would be a defense attorney line out the door waiting to get this man out of prison because there's so much damn reasonable doubt you could make your career on it if you were the one to prove Brian Koberger didn't do this. But nobody's doing that.
But nobody's doing it.
So that leads me to believe that it is becoming more and more likely that there's either a backroom deal handshake going down or it is some sort of, I mean, guys, you got to think to yourself, what's becoming more likely? And that is that Brian Koberger played a role as the public facing conviction for a larger operation or a larger crime that had taken place.
Yeah, they talked about national security interest.
You have no weapon, no confession,
right?
No connection. You can't put him in the scene, or you can't put him in the house. You don't see him in the car. You don't get his license plate. There's no bug shield on his car in the videos they released.
There's no DNA. There's no nothing.
So
in his car, there was no nothing.
I'm starting to believe that they got a damn rental as close as they could have to Brian Koberger. That's why the car looked like it had just been professionally detailed, is because Hertz or a rent-a-car company literally details their car after you return it. And that's why it looks spick and span brand new. They're like, he must have removed the seats and gotten the bolts out to get it so clean. Or it's a rental car because when they knew they were looking for the Elantra and they didn't know where to find it, they have Brian Koberger, who's this top student that just so happened to transfer to Pullman and Washington, where they're getting all the funding from the NIJ, that he's going to go in there and he's going to play a role and he's going to go deep undercover. And if he was out and about that night, if that was him and it wasn't a rental car, I truly believe that Brian Koberger, I'm just going to say it, I don't think Brian Koberger was a drug user at all. I think that is a narrative plant to make it seem like he's sketchy. Will, his friend, people can say this and disagree with me. I believe Will, from the conversations we've also had off stream, Will said that Brian and him only hung out when they would go do pickups in Patterson. When they would go do buys is the only time Brian came around. And when I had Scott Payne on my stream, who was undercover inside the outlaw motorcycle gang, Scott Payne talks about you'll go with to do buys. Okay. You don't have to use, but you go with. And Will said he never once saw Brian use. And Will said that there was a question that Phoenix Talks had asked him. And it said, do you think Brian Koberger's a Fed? He goes, no. And Phoenix said, do you think he's an informant? And he goes, he thought about it. He said, no. He texted me a week later and he says, I have not stopped thinking about that question ever since you brought it up.
Right. And it could be something like that. There is, I was told by somebody that is a former FBI agent that there's 3 other investigations going on within this investigation. So, I got to answer this. A. Griffin said, where was it stored? And I think she's talking about the knife sheath. Well, if it has DNA on it, it better be stored in that refrigerator.
Right. Of course. Of course. And here's the other thing. Hang on. Blue Eyed Candy just asked a question. Thank you so much for the super chat, Blue Eyed Candy. You rock. Birdie, can you ask ChatGPT if BK should have had his head shaved once he entered prison or not? Ooh, interesting.
Which one's this now?
Let me get this pulled up here. Tommy, can you remove the your screen, please?
Oh, yep.
I got it. There we go. Okay. When a prisoner goes to max security prison after sentenced to life, do you have to shave your head? No, you don't. Being sentenced to life and transferred to maximum security prison does not automatically mean that. But here's how it usually works. I'll make this full screen and I'll make this bigger. Oops. How it usually works is when someone first arrives at the state prison, regardless of their sentence, they go through an intake process. During this, their hair may be cut short for hygiene, uniformity, and security reasons. Some systems require a standard length haircut, but not complete head shaving. Let's go about this. What are the laws in Idaho?
Yeah, that might be a little because it says it's different at different places.
You cannot find an Idaho law that explicitly says that. However, there are policies and guidelines for the IDOC that govern grooming, hygiene, barbering, and inmate appearance. Here's a summary. Idaho has a document titled Inmate Barber Guidelines. This includes rules about inspections, sanitations of instruments. Okay, that's not what we need. Residents must be groomed in accordance with facility grooming. Wilson versus State said laws relating to barbering do not apply to cutting hair of inmates. Okay.
All right.
That was a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a good question. Yeah.
And thank you for the super chat. Now, Tommy, I was just going to ask you though. So you're looking at that video that Truth and Neurons had put out, right? Great informative video.
Very.
This is not meant to be disrespectful to them, to me, to you, to anybody that's looking
Right.
at this.
Yep.
Let's not kid ourselves. Not only are we finding this, we're having to educate ourselves along the way. So there's members in the Hive that I see all the time that are cops, that are lawyers, that are, whatever. They're in a profession, and it's very easy to ask them. They come up with it like that, faster than I could Google it, right?
Right.
So are we to really think that throughout this entire country, there's not any defense attorney that would be willing to bet on this?
I had one.
You had a defense attorney that wanted to?
Yes, a very good one. And actually, we were messaging back and forth, and they said the only way they could was if Brian asked them.
And if Brian doesn't ask,
then they couldn't. That was when Ann Taylor was the lawyer. And this is a major, dude, this is a major, I'll put it in private. Where's the private chat?
To the right. If Brian Koberger is just a normal dude and he's not asking to get out, then at that point he deserves to sit his ass in there because he's just being an idiot at that point. You know what I mean? If he, and then it's also like, at what point is that like you're causing harm to yourself by being wrongfully convicted? Is there any cases or trials? That'd be a good question for some attorney. Where's that Southern blonde lawyer? She hasn't been in here in a while. Yeah, and that's what I thought, Mike.
And I actually wrote, I wrote Brian. I got his address to write to him, and I did write to him, and I explained to him what he needed to do, but apparently he never did it. But they were ready to pick up the case.
Well, and look at what LA Mike just said.
Good one. Good
I
one,
mean,
Mike.
Dude, and Tommy, I want to go back because you'd said something too that so Terry Martin's in the chat, and I was on
Terry.
the show with Kelly, the human trafficking survivor, which she's about to be on the stream. Yep, she's about to be on the stream soon. And Not many people are talking about an angle of this could also have to do. A lot of people have talked about like cam girls or some sort of sex work. That the crime to that though would be that I think with all these agencies getting involved would be the trafficking aspect of it.
Right.
Right. And I do wonder, I mean, dude, there was just a girl, you know how I've been doing those daily stings in the morning where I do like 3 stories in 20 minutes. Okay. There was a girl that was found in Idaho after missing for 3 days, 17 miles from her car park. She was found by dirt bikers, and the dirt bikers said that it took her 30 minutes to tell them that she was lost. And I think I can tell the reason why. And that's because if you're lost in the woods and you've been missing for 3 days, you don't know if anybody's looking for you, and you see people on dirt bikes show up behind you, you're probably a little bit skeptical, like you're being a skeptic to who are these guys? Are these where I just escaped from? She was found in her underwear, bloody feet. And what's crazy is they maintained the narrative that she just got lost. So you're going to tell me that you get lost on a hiking trail that is dog friendly. It's a dog friendly trail. If that tells you anything, that should mean that it's like very easy to navigate and it's a family path and it's well traveled.
Trafficking is larger than the drug business in this country.
So tell me this. You find somebody that then ends up in their underwear and is all bloodied and is terrified, and you stick with the mainstream narrative of she got lost? Come on.
Right. Yeah.
Idaho is a portal to hell, Tommy.
Right. Oh, it is. I agree 100%. That's a whole different world over there.
I would never go there.
I wouldn't either. I'd never send my kids there. I'd never go there.
You wouldn't send them back right after for the next semester and celebrate it?
Well, isn't that something? Isn't that something?
You know, but Tommy, I'm gonna have to get running. I just heard Mrs. Brady get back in from work. So Hive, Tommy, you guys rock. We'll have to do this again soon. And thank you to everybody that did tune in. This was great, Tommy. Any closing thoughts?
Thank you, Birdie. Any closing thoughts? Stick to it. Stick to it. Try to learn as much as you can. Any tidbits? Tell Birdie, tell somebody, and because we're going to keep going.
Oh yeah,
we're not going to stop.
No, if anything, the only time that I'm going to, I've said this before, I'm not going to, not cover this case when there's stuff that comes out like what I've been doing, but also for my own sanity. If I looked at the Linda Lane audio or footage again, my eyes would literally pop out of my head.
Right? Yeah, I'm not going there again.
I have to think different.
I've seen enough.
Yeah, so I'm going to cover other stuff, but I can tell you that I will see this through until I am convinced that it has to be like one of these two things. And I'm starting to become more and more convinced this is the higher ups and that Brian, like I've always floated the theory out there, but now we're really starting to see things that are happening.
Right.
You can't deny it.
Yeah.
So anyways, I hope everybody has a great night. Sleep good. Have a great Thursday. And this quick cut will be posted tomorrow along with the daily sting. So Tommy, I will see you soon, brother. Cheers.
Yep. Rock and roll, bro. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Cheers.
Yep.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new